Alright guys, good morning. I know it's been a while, but here we have some splash guards or front mud flaps for the CRV. These aren't super rare, but they're definitely kind of hard to come by. You can find them on eBay anywhere between 40 to even 80 bucks. Luckily for me, always on the Facebook market, I was able to get the fronts and the rears for just 20 bucks. Of course, I don't need the rears. Almost every single CRV came with the rears, but these front mud flaps were an option once upon a time. So I'm happy I came across these. If you guys are in search of some, definitely look at the pick and pull or local junkyard, because these things, for what they are, 40 to 80 bucks on eBay probably isn't really worth the money. All right, now, so for the install part, I'm not really going to show how to install that just because it's pretty self-explanatory. We have 3 bolts here, 3 bolts here, and if you look closely, it actually will tell you what side it goes on. So right there, front left, and then here, front right. And if you're wondering about what kind of hardware goes into the front, let's see if this side has better lighting. If you look behind the wheel, you should already see that there's 3 there already. And then you can see my wheel well's a little dirty. I'm not gonna go too crazy on it. I'm just gonna spray it down with like a high pressure hose. This one's definitely more grimier. And yeah, we'll go ahead and throw that on there. Like I said, I'm not going to show you how to install these, but I'll go ahead, do a quick little before and after, and just show you how much better little changes like this can do to the car. Now you may be asking yourself why you would want these front mud flaps, right? Well, the real reason is to prevent these sort of markings from the mud, which in my opinion, I think they look pretty badass, I'm not going to lie. There's a day we went out off-roading with the boys, and my car was super muddy, but you just see all the splashes going through the car. I think it looks pretty cool, and having the front mud flaps will prevent you from having that. But I do think the mud flaps give it a cool OEM look, so that's one thing to think about. I did clean these up a little bit. You can see they're a little bit shiny. I put a little bit of plastic trim restore. I thought about painting them, but to be honest, it's just a mud flap. They probably don't need to do all that. Here on the inside, I went ahead, sprayed it down, brushed it off. There was a lot of mud here that I kind of just brushed out and cleaned up, but yeah, they look pretty good. Once the whole car is cleaned up, I'm probably gonna do the plastic trim restore on the fender lines here, as well as the side skirts, just so it looks good together. Alright, so before I get started, I just wanted to do a quick little side profile view, just so you guys are able to see what it looks like without the mud flaps. You can see there the rears are on there and the fronts are not, and it looks a little empty, it looks a little naked, and I think it's going to clean up the look a little bit. Alright guys, car's cleaned up. I was going to do a nice little landscape shoot, but in case I'm not able to do so, I want to get some B-roll footage. So let's get a side profile. It's looking pretty good, and I haven't even done the trim restore all around. I think if I do it all around, it'll look super nice, clean. But we got the rears and we got the fronts. It's all in the details. It looks clean out. It almost looks like I need to get a bigger tire now, but sweet. Alright guys, thanks for seeing it out.